Okay, welcome to Rider T, which is T as in Tom, the pre-closing occupancy by buyer rider. This, once again, all in red because pre-occupancy by a buyer is never encouraged. If you have clients that are insistent upon this, then you can reach out to me for permission and we can discuss how and if this would be allowed. The answer is I will not allow it. In short, the only way for the buyer and seller to sign up is for them to sign a hold harmless with us, and then they can have an attorney draw up a pre-occupancy agreement amongst themselves. The list of things that potentially can go wrong on here is endless. It's very common for agents to try and want to agree to this. We get all sorts of reasons. The buyer's loan approval got extended. Seller has a vacant home. The buyer has to be out of a certain home because they're selling it or their lease is up. And what's the harm in moving somebody in 3 days early? They're going to buy it. It's all but a foregone conclusion that the home is going to close and the buyer doesn't have to move twice, but they have to be out. Okay, logistically, it makes complete sense. Reality is there's a million things that can go wrong. All right, so this, if you were going to do it, would have to be filled out so that someone else could create it. How much they're going to pay in rent. It says that a lease has to be created for even those 3 days if you want to do it right and everything else. So because of that, we have to talk through that if it's going to happen. And if it is going to happen, then I don't want you be involved in creating the lease or actually creating the pre-occupancy agreement. We'll let attorneys handle that for each party. If it's worth it to them that much to have the benefit of being able to move only once and not have to move twice and to have stuff in a U-Haul for 3 nights while you're in a hotel room with dogs. And trust me, you can't come up with a problem that I haven't seen in my real estate career. So I understand where you're coming from on wanting to do this. I just can tell you, stories till the cows come home of the issues that have arisen and can arise by doing this. So we don't allow it on its surface because it's just not good practice to be done. So let me use a quick example. So the buyer moves all their stuff in on a Friday night. It's going to close now on Tuesday, and over the weekend the whole place burns down. Well, yeah, but the seller still had insurance. I get it, but did they insure the buyer's grandmother's ancient heirloom that when in their old house they had a special insurance policy for it for an extra $58,000, right? There's just so much that could go wrong. Somebody gets hurt, somebody slips and falls, the kids, okay, call me morbid, call me my goodness, you think of the worst things, Bob. The kids, the buyer's kids who are really tenants living in the property because they don't own it yet, drowns in the pool over the weekend, right? There's just so much that could occur that is not covered in a typical thing, and most people just try and do it. Oh, no problem, just pay us $100 a day and we're good. Well, where's the lease? Who's talking about liability and everything else? So with that being said, not allowed. That's why it's all in red. Check with me if you think you want to do this. All right, thank you. Have a great day.